Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to mount the Insta360 camera on your motorcycle. A lot of you have been asking about my camera rig, so I thought I do give you a rundown. And plus, in the next half of the video, I'll share the shots from each mount, for you to have a better understanding. How each mount would results in different shots and stuff. And again, this is just a heads up. This video is not sponsored. I'm just like want to share how my Movlog setup looks like. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is the Insta360 case which I got from Lazada. This bad boy can fit everything you need for your adventure. Let me open this up. A selfie stick, camera itself, a portable charger, SD card, and you do have a separate provision here to keep your loose items. So for me, I just keep my this wired mic over here, and it's really handy and useful. So I would say this is an ultimate travel companion for capturing all these epic moments, right? And it's really awesome to have one. I would say the main benefit, right, is because you have a lot of multiple components here. So in my experience, before getting this, I usually have a habit of just putting these things in my backpack. So when I go on a travel, right, and I'm recording stuff, for example, if let's say my battery is down, I have to search for the spare battery. It wouldn't be within this box itself. So it's hard for me to go and find it within the backpack. But when you are organized, it's much easier. You can just, all you have to do is just open up this casing and you can exactly find what you need. So let's start off by looking at this Insta360 camera itself. This is a very minimalistic camera. There's nothing fancy about it. And if you're wondering why it looks this color, well, of course, I pasted my personal customized sticker over the actual camera itself. So the actual one looks like black color. I think it only comes in one color. Black Insta360. So I got this skin cover from Carousel, Shopee, I think. Yep. It's quite cheap. If I remember correctly, it's only about like $3. Yeah. And other than that, within the camera itself, you have a charging port here. That's right, it's a Type-C charging port. And you also can use this same port to connect the the mic. This is also a Type-C provision. Of course, this is bent. It's still usable, so I'm just using this as much as possible. Right, so coming back to the camera again, this is your battery component. I do have a spare battery, but I don't know where I placed it. Even though I got this casing, I didn't place the spare battery here. Apologies for that. Well, this is how the battery looks like. I do have one more, and one battery can last you about like 45 minutes worth of recording. And this is the SD card provision, like you can see, right? The slot where you can just slot in your SD card. Let me put it back. So the design of this Insta360 is very simple and minimalistic. It's a very user-friendly concept. The main reason is because you tend to use this a lot on go, right? Not only for Movlogs, people use this for action sports related stuff as well, like skiing or cycling or all those extreme sports. So it's very easy to use. So you have two buttons here. One is on button. Another one is this quick setting button. So basically you can customize your settings by your preference. All you have to do is just click onto this button and it will immediately start recording. So this is the screen. I'm not really sure the dimension or the size of the screen, but it's as you can see, it's not that big. It's really small. It's quite tiny, I would say, but yeah, it's still good to use. No complaints about it. And yeah, you can play around with the setting. So the big interesting factor about this camera is, of course, it's very obvious, right? You do have two lenses. One is this is back facing, this is the front facing lens. So this is the important, I mean, I would say the most exciting feature about this camera. So when you record, you know, you will get a 360 view, and it feels as if like a third person is recording you. Actually, you're recording, right? But it feels as if like a third person is recording because of this you know, two lenses. And also the camera itself has an inbuilt feature to delete away this invisible selfie stick. So you know, they do have a software where when you mount this thing to the camera, you can't view the actual selfie stick. So that's a very interesting feature as well, because it saves a lot of time on for you to you know, rather than you edit it out manually, you know, when the recording is done, it auto edits out for you. So that's a good interesting feature as well. So as I was saying, the drawback about this camera is just this front-facing lens over here. I don't know whether if this iPhone camera picks it up, but there's a slight nick over here while I was riding in Malaysia and recording. There was a debris on the road, and then the car in front of me launched it, and it just happened to hit this lens here. Quite sway lah. So if you ask me whether if it's affecting the video quality, yes, it does when I just use a single lens. That means, you know, you do have the option to just use single lens. So when I use that, I can see a small slight distortion in the video, but it's not noticeable. But you know, when the sun comes out and when I shoot in those very bright day, you can spot some sort of distortion in that video. But hey, like, I'm not going to spend $60 like replacing this, right? I mean, if you want to get this replaced, it's about $60. I would say not worth it lah. And or else the other alternate option is to just mount it this way, so you know, use this lens instead of this one. So I really hope that, you know, for the next versions they do come up with more tougher glass, you know, you wouldn't have those nicks and stuff. Other than that, this camera is really awesome, and in fact this is my first camera ever for Movlog. When I was doing, you know, my own research, I wanted to get, I was comparing GoPro and this thing, and of course I'm not saying GoPro is bad, but this is more worth it in my perspective. And of course, before you start your own Movlog, go and do research and find the most suitable camera for you guys, I mean for yourself. Yeah, and I would say the best is to have both, like GoPro and Insta360, but I'm not that rich enough to afford both. So just sticking with Insta360 for the time being. Okay, let me open up this box. Okay, this is the nothing fancy here as well. Oh, I didn't know I had two. Oh wow, I didn't know that I had two memory cards. Anyways, great. So yes, you can store your memory cards here, nothing fancy about it. Of course, you do need multiple memory cards, because when you go on a long distance, you know, the memory cards can be easily filled up. I cannot once, I think when I was riding to Mersing, I found this amazing spot. I wanted to record, but unfortunately my memory was full. So at a point of time, it was really like painful to delete away the footages I got earlier before, because you wouldn't know which one is good, which one is bad. You had to delete and then record at the moment, then, you know, finalize it. So to avoid those disappointments, always get multiple SD cards. Okay, so this is sorted. The next one which I want to show you guys is this thing here. Okay, so this is nothing fancy about this either as well. It's just like, oh yeah, we do have this spare battery here. It's just a, you know, charger, and it enables you to charge two batteries you know, together at once. This is the charging port, basically the wire that, I mean the Type-C charger as well. All you have to do is just connect it to a portable charger and it will start charging up. You do have LED here, I think red, amber, green. So once you see green, it means that, you know, it's fully charged. Nothing fancy again, it's very simple. So if you're going on long rides, of course this is really worth it to have, because like I said earlier on, right, the camera, each battery can last you up to like 45 minutes. So with two, you know, with two batteries, you're good for like 1.5 hours and stuff. And with portable charger, you can easily charge this thing within like 20-30 minutes. Yep, so it's fairly simple lah. Maybe at your rest point or stuff, you can charge this thing. So, other than this, yes, this is the mic where everybody was very curious about. It's a very simple mic, nothing fancy about it. Very simple and classic wired mic. Um, if you ask me, yes, definitely you need one. Because when you ride, of course, it's very windy, and if you just happen to record without the mic, right, people can't hear you, and the video quality will be suckish. Trust me, I've done that, and it's not worth it. And after all, it's very cheap, $10 only. You can find this one in Shopee. I got this like over 1 year ago, and it's the wire is also quite long lah. I think it's about a meter long. So it's. You can like twist your, I mean, if you happen to check your blind spot or whatever, since the length of wire is quite sufficient for you to like move and wouldn't like restrict your movements and stuff. Actually, I was checking other alternate options also, the wireless mics. So actually Insta360 can connect to your AirPods. I didn't know that. But but for some reason it didn't really work well for me. When I tried to connect it to the AirPods, I had a very distortion sort of noise in the background, and it wasn't really good. So with the help of this wired mic, it makes stuff very simple. And other than this, yes, I wanted to show you guys this one thing as well here. This is Insta360 selfie stick. Again, this is bigger than the original one, and it's the main reason why I got this is the third-party view from this Insta360 stick is better. It's very much better than this one here, and of course there's a plenty of stuff in the market. Again, you can do your own research to get one. And the last one is this chest mount. So this chest mount is really a useful one. Actually, for those who don't want to like spend money on Insta360, Insta360 is about $700 over, if I remember correctly. You can start off by getting this chest mount first. So this chest mount, right, originally was for my handphone, like for my iPhone. I wanted to like record from my iPhone at the initial phase, the very beginning. And this chest mount was really worth it as well, because I just got this wired mic for this iPhone as well, and I was trying to record. It was good, but of course it's not the best solution you can get, but it still works. But then eventually when I got this Insta360, of course it's very customizable, right? You can see here there's a provision slot where you can mount on different stuff. So I removed this iPhone holder and replaced it with this Insta360 holder. So you just need to screw this Insta360 over here. You got the thread, right? So you just need to screw over, and then this looks some sort of belt. Looks like some sort of belt. You just need to wear it and clip it at the end. Sorry if it looks a bit messy lah. But yeah, this is the basics of Insta360. So if you're wondering how the footage looks like, you can look at my previous video, the latest one in my channel. So I use this particular mount and then mount it over to my I just strap it over to my chest, and it sort of gives you a very good angle for you to showcase your speedometer as well as like the surroundings as well. So I would say this is one of the best options to go for, and it's fairly cheap as well. I think I would say about $20 and stuff. Yeah, so it's not that really bad. So apart from like doing more vlogging and trying to share in YouTube and stuff, this kit is very good for you to create memories with your motorcycle. So I own like 2 different bikes previously, but I just have few photos of them in my phone, not really like a video and stuff. And with this kit, I could able to create a tons of memories. Trust me, it's really worth it. And also, you know, if possible, do share these videos in YouTube as well. I mean, of course, we are not doing this for money, right? We are just doing this for as a passion. So there are like within Singapore motorcycle community, sorry, there's like there's a lot of enthusiasts over here, right? So it will be really helpful, you know, if you could share the experiences and stuff with others. So if you know feel like doing a Movlog, just always go for it. There's like tons of supporters out there, and they will come over and support you guys. So this is like my basic setup. Of course, I will just leave the descriptions in the link if I can find, because I got all this thing 1 year ago. Feel free to go and check it out. Of course, do your own research before getting these items. Always ride safe, and in the next half of the video I will show you exactly on, you know, how to mount it within the motorcycle itself. Welcome to the second half of the video, and now I'm going to showcase, you know, how you can mount this insta360 into the MT-09. And let's get started. Well, this is my bike, you guys have seen before. It's always very sexy. And I do have a little host here, my son. He also just wanted to come around and help me out with the video shoot, so don't mind me. Alright, yeah, let's get started. So first of all, this is the equipment where, you know, you use it to mount it on the dashboard. So, sorry, just a sec. And yeah, that's right. So he's basically saying that it comes with all-in suspension. Yeah. I think basically it's in the blood, yeah. So you're also going to become a rider soon. Well, okay, let's get started. So first of all, I want to showcase how the Unicorn mount looks like. So once you mount on this invisible selfie stick, the next step is you have to like mount this thing over here. So you can see this grabbing portion, right? You just need to tweak it accordingly until you find the perfect spot. Just a second. Maybe this way around. Yes. So you can hear the click sound, right? Yeah. Meaning it's secure. And do note, even in the insta360 website, they told us that, you know, this thing can only how do I phrase it? Can only withstand up to 80 kilometers per hour. Anything beyond, right? There's a potential chance that, you know, this thing can fly off. So always take it, you know, lightly. Don't ride fast, especially when you mount this thing. And the good thing about Unicorn is basically it gives you a third-party perspective view. Right? But the bad thing is, everybody's going to notice that you're around. You see how big the stick is, and it's like protruding out of your motorcycle, right? So in a way, my suggestion is, if you're going to use this, try to go and use this in rural areas or like when there is not a lot of cars around, because you would never know when this camera would be flying off. Okay, so let's pause here and I'll show you how the footage looks like. So guys, I hope that you have seen the actual footage by now. So that's how, you know, this Unicorn mount looks like. The next one I'm going to show you is this the GTA view. So I believe majority of you guys would have picked GTA. So what I'm basically going to do is, hold on first, I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Then I'll write it on. Basically, just going to be seated like this, and then use my bum as an anchor. And yes, so basically it looks as if like a tail is sticking out. So this view is also very cool, especially when you're like riding the track and stuff, because it gives an illusion as if like the person watching the video, right, is actually riding the bike. So yeah, it's also a very good thing. So when it comes to MT-09, I'm not really sure whether there is anything can be used here to mount this thing, because technically there isn't anything. But you also can anchor it like this, using this foot peg to mount onto this thing. But I prefer to use my bum instead, because it's easier, and also I wouldn't be riding very fast. So I mean, it's perfectly fine as long as you're riding at low speed. So let me show you a footage of how it looks like. I hope you guys have seen the footage just now. So you can become creative and can try different angles as well. So for this one here, is basically all you have to do is just, instead of keeping it as a tail section, you can just leave it this way. And this is also very good angle, especially if you want to showcase your bike at a high speed. Maybe you can ask your friends to be seated like this in their position, and then you can ride next to them, and you can accelerate, and it gives you an awesome view. So it's basically, it comes to, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you just, so basically what you have to do is, you need to ride across, and then it gives you an awesome view. You can do that in this side as well. So it's really up to your creativity. And well, before we conclude this video, I just want to show one more last angle where you can, showcase how your suspensions look like and how it's performing. So for this, you can either mount it on the left or right side. Just give me a sec there. I unscrew this thing. This thing. Then what we have to do is basically mount it this way over here. So how we can do that is okay, it takes some time for you to tighten it completely, and try not to do this often because your engine heat can be emitted to the camera itself. So okay, so once you're done with this thing, all you have to do is lock this thing in place, tighten this like this, tighten it like this. So this is how it looks like, and then you can on this camera. Yeah, and I will show you how the footage looks like. And just a sec, let me start with my phone. And thank you so much for tuning in. So this is a very special video for me because I really wanted to show this since quite some time ago. But now I had the opportunity, and it's also great to introduce my son as well. So other than this, yeah, so it's basically your creativity. I mean, there's no fixed way, right or wrong, to record this vlog. All you have to do is just give it a try, then you'll know which one suits you. And if you ever want to do a vlog, don't keep thinking about it. Just feel free, go ahead and do it, right? Because you're doing it out of passion. At the end of the day, we're not doing this to make money or like, nobody's forcing us to do it. We're just doing it on our own. So feel free, go ahead and enjoy your motorcycle and share the experience with others as well. So looking forward to connecting with you guys in another video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please do subscribe and like my video. Thank you so much.